This is AACPS Digest with Maneka Monk.
Hello, I'm Maneka Monk, and welcome to the Anne Arundel County Public Schools Digest, bringing you news about the people and programs of Anne Arundel County Public Schools.
Gracias.
The homeschool connection is essential to supporting the academic and personal growth of all students. This connection takes the work of educators, parents, volunteers, the entire community. Such is the attitude of Gaston Gomez, who is making sure that some of our youngest learners get a great start in their school journeys through a bilingual instructional group held at Glen Burnie Regional Library.
It is so important to reach out to these families because a lot of our families, especially Hispanic families with of low income or little resources, they don't have the opportunity to expose their children to other places or other families. So what I have decided is for them to have the exposure and also increase literacy, which is very important. And so hopefully these families will be continue to come to our group, and these children will be able to succeed in school. And the goal is for us to close the achievement gap.
The event is conducted in Spanish and English, all in the effort to help parents help their children be successful in the classroom. In another story of communities generously supporting schools, Eastport Elementary School recently received a major boost to its International Baccalaureate, or IB, Primary Years Program, or PYP, after several businesses and organizations donated more than $12,000 in classroom and media center materials to create a bilingual library.
A fundamental piece of any IB program is students being able to communicate proficiently in at least one additional language.
Jenny Kotler, immediate past president of the ECA, coordinated the effort to raise funds for materials in French, Spanish, and a variety of other languages to support language development, a foundational piece of all IB programs. Students will use the resources as part of their PYP units of study.
The mission of the Eastport Civic Association is to better the community, and this is an asset here. It's our members' kids who go here, and it just seemed like the right thing to do, to provide these resources that weren't otherwise available.
The ability to have these additional resources that are provided to us by the Readers and Leaders Library Project allows students to explore things of their own choosing, to take a direction that they might not otherwise have the chance to take with a traditional classroom setting. They will be more able to, or better able to, take action in their communities based upon their learning. What we want is students to become so interested in what they're doing that they want to find out more about it and then take some action to make things better in their world.
The project began over a year ago when Dick Franyo, owner of Boatyard Bar and Grill in Eastport, suggested that the Eastport community wanted to make a positive impact in their community school.
I like doing things where we can do something good, but then someone can take that and shame someone else into doing it. So I said, first of all, I know Eastport will do it, and secondly, maybe you could take that and go to other neighborhoods and say, see what Eastport did? Maybe you should do that. So I like things that you can scale.
Eastport Elementary is a 2016 candidate school for certification as an IB-PYP site, one of 11 authorized and candidate sites in AACPS.
Some of you are going to come and work for companies like Verizon, developing new and innovative products and services.
Maryland Speaker of the House Mike Bush, Delegate Herb McMillan, Superintendent of Schools George Arlotto, and Director of Government State Affairs for Verizon Mid-Atlantic Region Lawrence Graham joined the students and staff of Hillsmere Elementary to celebrate the school earning a $10,000 Innovative Learning Grant from Verizon.
For these kids to have access to the funding for technology to deal with the STEM programs is very, very important. And I think it's great that a company like Verizon, which is a national company, international company, to come forward and recognize the need in the community. And for that, we all should be very thankful.
We invest in the communities where our customers live and work and go to school. This is pretty much a no-brainer for our business, and that we understand that the future of our business is right here.
The grant is a critical boost to provide access to essential opportunities through STEM instruction.
STEM's important because so kids can learn and get jobs and go to college and earn money when they grow up.
This is important for our school because this gives us more opportunity to learn, and we get to see what this is about and learn about it.
This will help me become an engineer in gaming.
The school will use the funds to increase technological devices, enhance STEM instruction and STEM-related community outreach.
We have schools who have these wonderful STEM programs. They make them available to us. They share them, and what we do is we take a look at them. We assess the programs, and while we'd love to give money to everyone, we find those programs that we think are working on some innovative things.
We can identify a natural gas leak by using our senses.
A class of 5th graders at Glendale Elementary School is helping BGE spread the word about gas leak safety.
We plan to have the students in my class go around the building throughout the next couple weeks and share their projects with the different classes around the building so that all students can be exposed to the information that my students learned.
In a lesson that plays off of the name Mercaptan, which is a chemical used to smell if there is gas in the air, the students became experts through a superhero-style graphic book.
To teach people about natural gas and what to do when there's a gas leak, how do you identify it, and just what it is, who you contact, and what to do when it's happening.
BGE offers these lessons to schools in the hopes of keeping our youngest citizens informed and protected, and the plan seems to be working.
To be careful when you have a natural gas leak, or to be aware if you do have one in the future. If you smell natural gas, you need to get out quickly because it could even kill you. It can make you unconscious, and then if something flammable happens, you could be killed in a fire.
Students at Chesapeake High School were recently given a big boost by the Lakeshore and Severna Park Rotary to support their instruction.
We handed out Chromebooks and a charging cart to the students of the Early Childhood Development class at Chesapeake High School. The intent is to give them the tools to run a preschool and to further their education as they go through.
In the community outreach effort to raise funds to bring digital technology to many classrooms, local businesses through the Northern and Arundel Chamber of Commerce are vigorously working to help students have the necessary technological skills to be successful and more efficient students.
So far we're getting a lot of positive feedback, not only from the teachers, but from the students themselves. Many of them, at least in the middle schools that we've dealt with, don't have the technology at home, so this way that they can keep up with the other kids in the class.
Right now my Child Development 2 and 3 students are creating portfolios that they will be able to use for future scholarships that they might apply for, colleges, and they will be able to digitally send their portfolios to the organizations rather than bring in a 3-inch binder with lots of papers all over it.
Now, you've heard a lot about how community partners give so much to our schools. Such generosity inspires our students to be difference makers in our communities. Students across the county are not only learning, but making practical use of their instruction for projects that will make the world a better place. For instance, North County High School juniors Jeremy Quinn and Jared Mahaffey are working to improve the function and makeup of bulletproof vests to keep law enforcement and military personnel safer.
We're going to create an entirely new and more efficient process of creating it, so we don't have to go through like a week-long saturation and so long. It'll just be like a 20-minute soak it, bake it, and it's finished kind of thing.
We're also looking at a completely new solution.
Yeah.
And not only that, but we're looking at the armor cut itself, where it can cover vital organs. We're looking at a 360-degree wrap almost.
The students are part of the North County High School STEM Magnet program and engineered a prototype that is lighter and more flexible and that stiffens to more efficiently absorb the force of a bullet or knife attack. More than 100 students from a few county high schools recently learned some valuable life lessons while witnessing actual criminal court cases as part of the Schools in Court program, sponsored by the District Court of Maryland. Hosted by Judge Shane Spencer, students get a better understanding of how the state's justice system works and the consequences of making poor choices.
We talk about several things in here, making good choices and making good decisions, but if you make a bad choice, don't compound it. We ask them to consider things, not just drinking and driving, not just drugs, but also speed. And as you heard today earlier, we're concerned about the use of phones. Cell phones is now a big issue for us, and we want to get out in front of that and have them slow down, put the phones down for us.
The students heard testimony from defendants and victims of drunken driving accidents, drug abuse, and speeding and distracted driving cases, and watched Judge Spencer sentence people for their indiscretions.
And we hope that they see those things and make choices that are good for them and their peers in their schools, and maybe spread the word to make a good choice.
The Schools in Court program began in 2000 and is presented biannually for county high school students. The school administrators at Seven Oaks Elementary School held true to their promise once their students raised $21,000 for important instructional initiatives.
I challenged the children, and my assistant principal, Kristen Morton, and I said we would stand on the roof of our school building and we would do the Nene dance, which the kids love to do. So we made our mark. We were able to get donations from 50 states.
Our kids raised a lot of money, and we wanted to support them in that effort by showing them that we could have fun too and reward their efforts.
Through a fun run in the hopes to raise funds for enhanced technology and field trips, the students gained pledges from all 50 states, a feat which made the accomplishment a dance for the occasion. Designed to not only raise much-needed money for the school, the event was also a fun and healthy alternative to get students and staff active for a good cause. Thank you for watching the Anne Arundel County Public Schools Digest on AACPS-TV.